Hi everybody, Rabbi Mandelstam here. Excited to share words of Torah with you for Parshat Bamidbar, Tuf Shin Pei. Always an exciting time of year when we get to Parshat Bamidbar. The summer is coming, Shavuos is coming, and who wouldn't want summer and Shavuos? So we get to a famous concept at the beginning of the Parsha that Hashem loves us and therefore He counts us. Right, the very beginning of the Parsha says, it was in the beginning of the second month, the first day of Iyar. Count the Jewish people. And Rashi on the spot explains, called Sha'ah. Whenever we are counted, that is a sign of love between us and Hashem. For example, Hashem counted us when we left Egypt, and when we fell after the Chet HaEgel, Hashem counted those who survived. And here in our Parsha, when Hashem wanted to rest His Shekhinah among us, namely when we got the Mishkan on the first day of Nisan, He counts us 1 month later on the first day of Iyar. So beautiful, Hashem loves us, and therefore He counts us. And if you learn the Rashi, simply it means that every single member of the Jewish people is significant, and therefore we are all counted. Beautiful. Yet, if you want to really read this Rashi from an American perspective, I would argue that being counted is not such a sign of affection. It's just a number. In fact, if you really wanted to love me, I would love to get honored at the dinner. I would love a plaque, maybe with my name on it, an aliyah, maybe 2 aliyahs. But to just be counted means that I'm just as important and not as important in the sense that I'm equal to everyone else. I'm just a number, just like the guy to the number before me and the number after me. Why am I important? And perhaps the ultimate humbling lesson of the Parsha is the greatest compliment from Hashem is that we are counted among our brothers and sisters of the Jewish people. That is love, because we get to be counted as part of Klal Yisrael. And that might be very humbling, but after all, humility is a wonderful thing. As we get closer to the holiday of Shavuos, it's important to learn the lessons from Pirkei Avos. We know the minhag Klal Yisrael is to learn Pirkei Avos between Pesach and Shavuos. And the final chapter in Pirkei Avos is known as Kinyan Torah, the 6th chapter of Pirkei Avos. And what happens when you learn a lot of Torah? What is the mission to describe? The Talmid Chacham is one who sits back in a very beautiful mansion and gets free food? No. In fact, just the opposite. The mission in Pirkei Avos says that when you learn a lot of Torah, Perek Vav Mishnah Beis, V'havei tzenua, v'erech ruach, you'll be very humble, you'll be very modest, and you'll be slow to anger. Umochel al elbona. That's the part I wanted to emphasize. You will be able to forgive those who insult you. Meaning, if you really learn the Torah and you want to really master the Torah, you need to know how to get over yourself. A very blunt and humbling message, but that is the message from the Torah. If you really want to become one with the Torah, one needs to understand that you're going to be insulted and you have to just forgive people. Similarly, the Mishnah goes on to say there are 48 ways to acquire the Torah. So you have to sit, you have to learn, you have to be a good listener, and yet the Mishnah also lists the following. Ohev esa tochachos. You have to really love rebuke. If someone says, Mandelstam, your drashas are just not that good, I have to love that if I really want to take Torah seriously. And similarly, misrachik min hakavod. You need to distance yourself from honor. You should not become haughty in your learning. You think you're a big deal because you know a lot of Torah. Incorrect. You know a lot of Torah. Go teach it. Go share it. Make yourself useful. It's a blunt idea, but you know what? That is the message, the hashkafa of our beautiful Torah. As I speak to you, we are now celebrating Yom Yerushalayim, Chav Chet Iyar. There's no more humble place in the world than Yerushalayim HaKodesh. We know that Eretz Yisrael was divided up amongst the 12 Shvatim. Yet the Gemara in numerous places, Maseches Megillah and others, they say that, Maseches Yuma, they say that Yerushalayim actually could not be given to one Shevet. It needed to be divided up amongst all the Shvatim, because Klal Yisrael need Yerushalayim to be shared. And even the other opinion of the Gemara that says that it was given to Shvatim, well, it was given to 2 Shvatim, Yehuda and Binyamin. Namely, Yerushalayim knows that it's just there to help the Jewish people. Who here loves going to Yerushalayim? We know what a mitzvah it is to go Aliyah L'Regel, because Yerushalayim cannot be taken by any one person. It's for Klal Yisrael as a whole. And the message to learn from Yerushalayim, Hanyom Yerushalayim, is that we need to also realize that we're just here to help all of Klal Yisrael. It's not about us. It's not about my name. It's about what can I do for the Klal. And that is the message to learn from Yerushalayim and from the Torah. We should all be zocheh to realize that we have so much to offer Klal Yisrael, and we should be zocheh to give over to Klal Yisrael, but realize that it's not about us. And certainly have the confidence, have the pride internally, but realize that that's not what Hashem wants. It's not what it's about. We're not the center. We're here to give. Have a wonderful Shabbos.